We all want more listing appointments. The question is, how do I set more listing appointments? In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how to set more listing appointments using reverse selling. Stay tuned. All right, so welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to set more listing appointments using what I call reverse selling. So if you've been learning from me for a while, you understand reverse selling and what it is. And in another video, I'll share with you a little bit more about what reverse selling is, how to use it, why it's so effective. But in today's video, I'm only going to focus on how to set more listing appointments using reverse selling. You see, the problem is, most of us that have been in the real estate business for a while have been convinced that using high pressure, pushy sales tactics are the way to go to get somebody to agree to sign a listing with us at the time of appointment setting. Now, the challenge with that is, can it work? Yeah, it can work, but it's very, very difficult, to get a homeowner to tell you over the phone before they've met with you, before they understand what it is that you do, to tell you, yeah, Brandon, I'll sign a listing contract with you today based on our meeting and how that goes. And if you've been with me for some time, you've probably heard me talk about relating that to any type of relationship that maybe you've been in before. Whether you be married or you've had a boyfriend or a girlfriend in the past, imagine a world for just a second. Imagine a world where you contact somebody for the very, very first time. You have no first date. They don't know you. You don't know them. They've never seen you before. They've never met you before. And you call them and you say, listen, my friend Betty told me to call you. She said you were an amazing girl and that you and I should meet. And I was just curious, if when we meet, you like what you have to see, you like what I have to say, are you planning on marrying me? Yes. Are you planning to marry me when I see you this afternoon on our very first date? The girl hangs up the phone. She calls our friend Betty and says, Betty, who in the hell is this Brandon guy that you had contact me? Please don't ever have him call me back again. So you and I both would agree that that's absolutely ridiculous. However, every real estate trainer, guru, speaker has tried to convince us for years that that's what we should be doing with regular consumers, regular homeowners. Now, here's what I want to teach you in today's video. The reason why most agents have such a difficult time setting listing appointments is why? Well, it's because the consumer feels threatened, right? So anytime you walk into a great example of this would be walking into a furniture store. So most furniture stores across the country, when you walk in, what happens? People are flying at you, dropping from the ceiling, coming out of the walls, and asking you what? Can I help you with something? What did you stop in for today? And what do you say every single time? I'm just looking. No thanks, no thanks, no thanks. It's the reflex no's because you feel threatened. It's like, dude, just chill. I just got here. Get off me for a second. You've all experienced that before. It's the same thing in real estate. I don't know why we would think it'd be any different in real estate. So what do we have to do? We have to use reverse selling. So there's some simple things that you can do to get the consumer, a prospective seller, to agree to meet with you where they don't feel threatened. And that's exactly what reverse selling is designed to do. It's designed to have a consumer not feel the threat to invite you over to their home to meet and talk about selling their property. And so how do you do that? So when you're on the phone with a consumer, you simply say to them, you simply say this, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, or Brian or Bob or Amy, why don't we do this? Let's not agree on doing anything right now. Why don't we have a simple conversation? I'll share some information with you that will probably cause the home to sell. And then from there, you and Brian can decide what makes the most sense for you. Is that fair? Just like that. Because what I'm doing is I'm communicating in such a way where the consumer, A, doesn't feel threatened. We talked about that. It's very reasonable and rational for us to communicate in a way where we're looking and we're exploring information. We say right up front, we're not agreeing to do anything right now. So that takes the threat away from them meeting with me. Because what are they scared of? They're scared that you're going to come there and pressure them into signing some kind of contract. So we say right up front, you know what, Amy, let's not agree to do anything yet. Why don't we get together? I'll walk you and Brian through exactly what it is that we do. We'll share some information that'll cause your home to actually sell. And then from there, the both of you can think about it and decide what makes the most sense for you and your family moving forward. Amy, is that fair? And you put in their name. Amy, is that fair? Right? And what you're going to find when you're using that strategy is that the consumer says, wow, for the first time, a real estate agent actually gets it. They're not pressuring me. And so what we have to understand is nothing is as it seems. I teach that a lot to my students, but nothing is as it seems. So when we say that, right, we're putting them in a place of comfort, allowing them to say yes to us. And so when they say yes, we can go over there, have a nice conversation, decide if it makes any sense for us to work together or not. And you see, that's the key in reverse selling, or not. We are not attached to the outcome either way. So hopefully that helps. Now, before you go, if you like this video or if you want to learn more about reverse selling, I'm going to put a link below this video. You can click the link. You can schedule time to talk to me, ask me questions about our reverse selling training systems. You can ask me questions about your business. Tell me what you're struggling with. And if you want to keep receiving these videos, I don't want people hitting the notification bell, but you can subscribe to the channel. Why don't I want you to hit the notification bell? Because I don't want you to be distracted. I want you to come onto my channel when you're ready to learn so you can subscribe to the channel. Do not hit the notifications bell because I want you to stay focused. Hopefully today's video helped. Let me know how it can help you guys in the future. Talk to you soon.